welcome to Restless Chipotle Kitchen. Today we are making a casserole, and not just any casserole. We are making a chicken and cheese and bacon and ranch and green chilies and pasta casserole. It is delicious, absolute comfort food, creamy, cheesy, stretchy, gooey goodness, all rolled in one. You've got to see this casserole. It's huge. This will feed easily 12 people unless 6 of them are boys. So I would figure if you are normal eaters, it will feed 12. If you have a couple of big eaters in your family, it will feed probably at least 8. But here's the thing, don't let that amount scare you, because this stuff freezes like a charm. So you could actually make the whole thing and assemble it, put one in the oven for tonight, wrap one up, and put it in the freezer for next week or next month. How's that sound? All right, let's head over and get started. So I've already cooked my pasta. Some people like their pasta a little bit more firm, some people like it a little more soft. It does not cook that much in the oven in this recipe, so cook it just about to the point where you like it, whether you like it softer or firmer. And to my pasta, I'm going to add 2 pounds of cooked chicken breast. You could use chicken thighs, or you could use rotisserie chicken, pre-cooked chicken, anything that you want, as long as it's pre-cooked and boneless. Now I'm going to add my green chilies and about half of my bacon. I want to save some to put on to sprinkle over the top of the casserole before I put it in the oven. Once you have all of the ingredients in the bowl, then just set it aside while we make the sauce. This sauce is super easy to make. We start out with cream of chicken soup, and to that we're going to add 4 ounces of cream cheese. Now I'm going to take this and warm it up in the microwave for just about a minute, just until the cream cheese softens and I can mix it in real well. When that's softened up, just take your whisk and whisk that together. And to that we're going to add the ranch seasoning mix. Now we're going to mix everything up in the bowl, and this bowl looks like it's not going to be quite big enough, so I guess I'm going to have to see about that. But mix it up really well so that everything is kind of evenly distributed throughout, and you're not going to get like a bite that's all chilies or a bite that's all chicken or all bacon or whatever. All right. I'm going to set this aside for just a minute, and here's our sauce. We've poured the ranch dressing mix or ranch seasoning mix in, and I'm just going to stir that up so that's all evenly distributed. I'm going to pour our sauce over the pasta and chicken mixture and stir that in really, really well so that it coats all of the pasta. And I don't know about you, but I just love a rubber spatula for cleaning every single bit of ingredients out of a bowl. It's great for like cake batter or just about anything, sauces, where you want to get every single little bit of it, but it can be hard to do with a spoon. But look at that, we pretty much got that cleaned out. Now we're going to just stir that up. If it seems a little bit dry, just put a little bit of evaporated milk on it, or milk. I like to use evaporated milk because it's just creamier. Sometimes the pasta soaks up more liquid than others, and that's why you have to keep an eye on that. But I'd say anywhere up to 1/4 of a cup should be fine. Take your 13 by 9 inch pan and put just a drop of oil in it. And then grease your pan really well, because this will stick to the pan and it will be really hard to clean up. You can use nonstick spray too. I just don't happen to have any today. Once that's done, you want to put a layer of your chicken and pasta mixture right into the pan. Try to use just about half of it. Now we're going to put our cheese in a layer on this, but one thing I like to do, you know, everybody likes that really gooey, cheesy casseroles. So not all cheese creates that gooey, cheesy texture. So one thing I like to do is to take the shredded cheese and put it in a bowl. And then I like to mix in about a cup of mozzarella cheese, because we all know that mozzarella cheese does have that sticky, gooey, great texture that we all love when it's melted. And just mix that up really well. You can use a little more or a little less. It's just totally up to you and how you like it. And remember not to use the pre-shredded cheese, because it has that stuff on it to keep it from sticking together. But what it also does, besides keeping it from sticking together, is it keeps it from melting nicely. So always, if you're gonna have shredded cheese in a casserole that you're gonna wanna melt, make sure that you shred it off the block of cheese yourself. Now we're gonna put a layer of cheese. And remember, we mixed it with the mozzarella so it'd be nice and gooey. And then we're gonna put the final layer of the chicken and pasta mixture. And just smooth it out the best you can. Get it as even as you can so it bakes evenly. Once that's on, we're gonna go ahead and put it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 15 minutes, just so it can start to get warm all the way through. And then I'll put the cheese on. That way there's no chance of the cheese burning on the top. So I'll see you in about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes and it's just, our casserole is hot all the way through. So I'm going to put on the rest of the cheese, and I'm just going to sprinkle that on. It doesn't need to be a thick layer. And the remaining bacon. Once that's done, we're just going to pop it back in the oven for about 10 minutes and it will be ready to eat. Here's our casserole. It's good and hot. The cheese is all melted. The bacon is crispy on top. It smells wonderful. I wish you could smell my kitchen right now. I'm just going to sprinkle some green onions on here. You could use cilantro, you could use parsley. You could just forget this part completely and not do it, but I like the green for a little color in there. And there it is. Look at that. Now, I probably will let it sit for a few minutes to let it kind of settle or whatever, because I don't know, I just think casseroles do better if you let them sit for a few minutes while you get the table ready or while you get everybody up to the table. But this looks absolutely delicious. It smells absolutely delicious, and we're gonna take a look at it in a few minutes. So here's our casserole, y'all. It's cheesy and gooey. You can just see that stretchy cheese, and it smells so good. It's smoky and creamy and a crunch of bacon, everything delicious. So let's go taste it. Y'all, this is so good. This is so yummy. I can't stop eating it. The cheese is really, you know, stringy, gooey. The green onions on top add a little bite of onion flavor, but not so much that onion haters won't like this, and they're easy to pick out because they're easy to see. The chicken is tender, the pasta is, I don't know, pasta-y, and the bacon adds a little smoky crunch. So good. This is absolutely amazing, delicious, incredible comfort food, and I know that your family is going to love it. So give it a try. Head over to the blog for the nutrition information and extra tips and step-by-step images and, you know, the whole 9 yards over there. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you back here next week, okay? Love y'all. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Here, you take a bite.